First one, 5 DC cells of given EMF are as shown in the figure. EMF of the battery AB will be how much? 1, 2, 3. 1 volt, 2 volt, 5 volt, then 4 volt, 4 volt are connected as shown in the figure. Find the EMF of battery AB. This whole thing is a battery. This whole thing is a battery. So you have to find what is total EMF of this battery. One after another means series or parallel. These three are in series or in parallel?
Series.
Series. And whenever opposite terminals are joined together, means plus minus, then they assist each other. I had explained you in potentiometer. So total of this 1 plus 2, 3 and 5 will become 8. This 4 and 4 will also become 8. So two cells are in parallel of same magnitude. So equivalent will be individual in parallel. 8 volt in parallel, voltage is same. So total EMF of battery is 8 volt. Right. In parallel, voltage remains constant. So total is 8 volt. Completed?
Yeah.
If cells of EMF E1, E2 having internal resistances R1, R2 are in parallel, then EMF are not same. We have written now they are different. E1, E2, internal resistance R1, R2 are in parallel. If EMF E1, E2, internal resistance R1, R2 are in parallel, as shown. E1, R1, E2, R2 are in parallel, then are in parallel as shown. Then equivalent EMF equals to E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 divided by 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Equivalent internal resistance, comma 1 upon R equivalent equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R. So write this case for two batteries of different EMF, different internal resistance in parallel. So equivalent EMF. Completed? Can I clear this note wala part?
Yeah.
Everything done, na?
Yeah.
Okay. Second question from that same page number 291. A cell of EMF 1.5 volt. Cell of EMF 1.5 volt. E is 1.5 volt. Gives current of 15 ampere when connected directly to ammeter of resistance 0.04 ohm. Internal resistance of that cell is how much? Okay. This means a battery of EMF 1.5 volt has some internal resistance. It is connected to ammeter of having resistance 0.04 ohm, gives current of 15 ampere. We want what is internal resistance. EMF is given. Find what is internal resistance. Total resistance of circuit will be ammeter resistance plus internal resistance. They are in series. So 0.04 plus R is total resistance. Total current is total voltage upon total resistance by Ohm's law. Current is 15. Current is given 15. EMF 1.5. So total resistance I can calculate from this. 1.5 upon 15. So this will become 1.5 into 10 is 15. So our total is 1 by 10. That means our total is 0.1. So from this we can say 0.1 is 0.04 plus R. A cell of EMF 1.5 volt gives current of 15 ampere when connected to ammeter of 0.01. Current of, by mistake it is printed wrong, 1.5 ampere it is. 1.5 ampere. 1.5 ampere. So 1. Therefore, it will be 1 minus 0.04 is R. 0.06 is R, option B. It is not 15, appears to be 15, 1.5 it is. Yes, completed.
Yeah.
Okay. Sum number third. A current of 2 ampere passes through cell of 1.50 volt, internal resistance small r 0.15 ohm, from negative to positive. Current of 2 is passing from negative to positive. That word is important. Current of 2 ampere passes through cell and internal resistance 3 from negative to positive. That means current is going reverse, negative to positive. Current is going reverse, negative to positive. Terminal voltage of the cell. So this time cell is charging or discharging? Cell is taking the current, correct? Hello? Cell is taking the current.
Yeah.
So we say it is getting charged. Cell is
Yeah.
getting charged. So I don't know whether you are able to recollect. I had given 3 points. When cell is supplying the current, then EMF is greater. When drawing the voltage, then V is greater. Neither giving nor taking, then both are same. So because it is going from negative to positive, so cell is not supplying but taking the current. So V will become, V means terminal voltage is E plus IR. E is 1.5, I is 2, R is 0.15. So 1.5 plus 2 into 0.5 is 0.3. So it will become 1.5, 2 into 30 after 2 digit 1.3. Find the terminal voltage. Terminal voltage is E plus IR. From the negative to positive terminal. From negative to positive terminal, 1.5 plus 0.3, 1.8 volt. Answer is not matching. Something they have given then wrong. Third answer they have given 1.2. 1.2 will come when it is supplying the current from positive to negative. This answer is correct. That answer is wrong. If that is possible, if positive to negative, then E is equal to V plus IR. E is 1.5 is V plus I2 into 1.5. 1.5 is V plus 0.3. So it will become 1.2 volt, which is option D. In that case, current will go from positive to negative. But here they have used the word from negative to positive. I hope done.
Yes, sir.
Fourth one. Just remember a textbook has given wrong. If they say going from negative to positive, then charging. positive to negative, then discharging. Fourth one. Following are the graph between current I drawn from cell and potential V. Very important one. Graph of potential and current. Which one is correct one? V is terminal voltage and E drawn from cell, I is the current, which is the correct graph. For a cell, can we say E is V minus IR, V plus IR? Can we say like this? For cell supplying current, can we say like this? Hello, can we write like this for cell supplying current?
Yeah.
Who is constant in this all? Which quantities are constant? Actually, I want V, so I can write V is E minus IR. Can you tell which quantities are constant? This is constant, EMF of cell, internal resistance constant, which is resistance of cell. Rest all V and I will keep on changing depending upon what external resistance you have connected. So this quantity V is taken along y-axis. I'm trying to convert formula in x and y. This is some constant C, minus x is variable. This is constant, I can write m. So it is like minus mx plus c. Such type of equation you have seen in maths, it is straight line. Have you seen? So this is of type of straight line. Straight line. Where slope is negative, that is minus m. C is called y-intercept. C is y-intercept, which is positive. This also you know from maths. X coefficient is slope and constant is called y-intercept. Any doubt in formula? We want V and I ka graph. So I remove V and resembled it with Y. If this is Y, I is X. So it is like mx minus C, which is similar to minus mx plus C. That means straight line with negative slope and positive y-intercept. Clear? Hello?
Yes.
Positive y-intercept means it will cut y-axis on positive side. Slope is negative means it will make obtuse angle with x-axis. Check where this graph. It is option B. Slope negative means obtuse angle with x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. Y-intercept means where it cuts y-axis. It is cutting y-axis is at plus C, means positive. So correct graph is B. Write properly, very important one. right, properly to understand why that graph we have predicted as correct one. Because it is like straight line formula, slope negative, so makes obtuse angle, y-intercept plus c, so it will cut y-axis at plus point. More you do emphasis then that y-intercept is actually EMF by comparing. That means when I is 0, V will become E. Once you complete, then tell. Shall I rub this?
Yeah.
Just check everything you have followed in the sum. This is the toughest one because you have to go from physics in maths and get the graph. No doubt, na?
Yeah. No, no.
Okay. Okay. A cell of EMF E and internal resistance R. A cell of EMF E and its internal resistance small r is connected to external resistance also small r. Find potential difference across terminal of the cell. That means indirectly you have to find voltage V across this resistance. If I call this point A, B, so from between A and B, this is connected R, small r. To get voltage, I require current. Current I is total voltage upon total resistance, R in series. So E upon 2R is current. Now voltage V is IR, E upon 2R into R cancel, V equals to E upon 2. That is option C. Sixth one. Two unequal resistances are joined in parallel. So if one is resistance R1, other is resistance R2, both are not same, are joined in parallel and connected to the cell, connected across cell. Which of the following statement is correct? Current in is same in both. No. Current is larger in small resistance and small in large resistance. They will be different in parallel. Potential is same in both. Absolutely right. In parallel, potential is same. So option B. Coral, you have followed all the sums which we did till 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one. 7th sum. In the given network of resistance, ammeter will read what? 50 ohm ammeter. This is point P, point Q. These are two resistors here. 50 ohm, 50 ohms, 50 ohms. Connected across 10 volts. The ammeter A will read how much current? Whenever you see such type of circuit, then I had told give some number to the common point. This point, if I call 1, obviously this point is 2 then, because there is resistance in between. And this point will be 3. This point will be 4. So this is similar to 1, 2, 1, 4, 2 and 3. Between 1 and 4 there is battery connected. Battery is connected. Between 1 and 2 we have 50 ohm. Good sum. Between 1 and 3 we have again 50 ohm. Between 2 and 3 there is ammeter. Between 2 and 4 this is 50 ohm. Between 3 and 4 also 50 ohm. Is it balanced network? Wheatstone network? 50 into 50 is 50 into 50. Is it balanced network?
Yes.
Opposite resistances product is same, since above circuit is balanced Wheatstone's bridge. So what current will flow through ammeter? No current flows now through this diagonal. Above circuit is balanced Wheatstone's bridge. Hence, no current flows through ammeter. Flows through ammeter. Instead of galvanometer, they have connected ammeter. So whether it is galvanometer, ammeter, anything, no current will flow through this diagonal. So answer 0. Above circuit is balanced Wheatstone's bridge network. Hence, no current flows through galvanometer. So I will be 0. Can I clear the 7th?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 8.1. A student connects 4 cells, each of 1.5 volt and internal resistance 0.25 in series, but one cell has its terminal reversed. So one cell, two cell, three cell, but one terminal has one cell has its terminal reversed. The battery sends current through 2 ohm resistance. Then find what is current. This is also important. How many cells are in series? 4 cells. 4 cells are in series. Hello? 4 are in series.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And how many are reversed? How many are reversed? Only one?
One.
One. So out of 4, 3 will assist and 1 will oppose. Correct? Now these 3 are assisting and 1 is opposing.
Yeah.
So I can say out of 4, 1 is gone. So 4 minus 1 will assist. I'm telling you this way because sometimes there can be 10, 11, 12. So you can't practically draw the diagram. So 4 minus 1 will assist. So for this there will be 3E EMF. Means N cell. Out of that 1 is opposing. So total EMF will be N minus 1 E total cell, minus 1 is opposing, so that will be minus of E. So it will become 4 minus 1E minus 1E. That means 3 minus E 2E. Now if it is very small, so directly you can check. These two are opposing, their voltage will become 0, only left out is 2E. So I told total N were there, 1 is ulta, so net EMF is whatever is left, that 3 left then 3E, 4 left then 4E, 5 left then 5. Minus 1 which is reversed because that is opposing. So minus E, total EMF 2E. Or in the diagram you can clearly see this 2 will cancel each other. E minus E 0, only left out is 2E. And R equivalent is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and external capital R all are in series. Each small r is given 0.25. So 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25 plus external resistance 2. 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25 is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. So current is total voltage upon total resistance. Total voltage is 2E and E is given 1.5. Resistance 3, 1 ampere is the current, option B. This is also difficult sum in concept. If you remember that opposing, reverse means it will oppose. So 2 will vanish. Not only 1. 1 is reversed, but it will vanish this also. Out of 4, 1 is reversed. So that reverse will cancel another one. So only voltage left out is by 2 cells, which is 2E. The exam will be MCQ or theory?
Both, right?
Okay. No, I'm not talking about final exam. This your college exam. They will keep only an MCQ pattern or they will keep both? Because one or two colleges they took only 20 MCQ tests.
No, we have proper theory.
Okay. Shall I clear now? Eighth one.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Ninth one, I'm drawing the diagram, but I want help from you all. There are 5 resistances connected to form quadrilateral. 6 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 12 ohm, 8 ohm. They're telling find the equivalent resistance between A and B. Whenever you see this type of Wheatstone's network, quadrilateral, check whether it is balanced. Is it balanced? Balanced means product of opposite is 2 into 12.
Yeah.
Yes, this is balanced one. Therefore, it is balanced. Balanced means what? No current will flow through in between diagonal branch. So you can remove this. So this is showpiece. Remove it. So 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 12 ohm, and 8 ohm are connected. These two are in series or in parallel? This 2, 3. I can clearly see 2 and 3 are in series, so 5 ohm. 8 and 12 are in parallel, 20 ohm. And this equivalent will be my final answer. So are in parallel for two resistance 5 and 20 will be product upon sum. So 100 upon 25. So Rp equal to 4 ohms. Answer 4 ohm, option A. Ninth one over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
10th and 11th are theoretical. Potential gradient K. Are you remembering? There are two formulas of potential gradient. In theory, we have seen potential gradient K is V by L or I rho upon A. These two are always constant for given material of uniform wire. I depends upon the source. So they are telling this we want to keep constant. Then which is correct option? Current in potentiometer should remain constant. Rho, A are already constant. If current is constant, then potential gradient will remain constant. So A is correct option. B, let us check. potential difference across the potentiometer wire remains constant. Then there is no guarantee because length also you have to keep constant. So no guarantee. EMF of testing cell remains constant, no value of that. EMF of cell constant, we don't know about external resistance. So correct option is A. Current is constant, potential gradient constant. Answer A. 11th one. Null method is superior over deflection method because null method is superior over deflection method. Null method means when the wire is sliding, and deflection method galvanometer, here no current flows, then we are checking that balance like in meter bridge. Null point is better as compared to deflection because in this method no current is flowing from the source. Very true. In this method no current is flowing from the source. That is one method. Because result is not affected due to wrong calibration of meter, that means galvanometer, or due to some imperfection in taking reading. Which is more correct? We want null method because in this method no current flows from the source. Null method is superior. See, even in deflection method no current flows. They are telling, like, suppose this is meter bridge. In this we are using null deflection, whereas here we are using when current flows through this, no current flows through galvanometer. That is called deflection method. एक मिनट वापस आपको समझा देता हूँ क्या बोला है. This is meter bridge, correct? Here we connect galvanometer and find the point. This is which method? Null deflection method. This is which method? By sliding jockey, null point D is obtained. Then we say X upon R equal to Lx by Lr. Are you able to recollect this? Hello, are you able to recollect this? This meter bridge, are you able to recollect? We had done.
Yes, sir.
That was which method? By touching the jockey at various points, a point D is obtained when no current flows through galvanometer. This is null deflection method. Correct?
Yeah.
So this null deflection means no current flowing. One more method we can use this, which we have not done because it was not there, but they have asked. So galvanometer, when you place here and then try to find this null point X, or balance point. In that case, what we do, we don't connect anything. Without galvanometer, this wire is first kept untouched. If it is untouched, means current will flow from this without going anywhere through this. Then they touch this. That means first current is passed through this galvanometer and deflection theta is noted. Then by touching this jockey at certain point, touching this jockey, wherever galvanometer gives same deflection as previous one, that is called equal deflection method. In that case, again, because it is equal means no extra current is drawn. So this was useless, even if you have touched. That is meaning of null deflection, equal deflection, and this is null deflection. Actually, it is case of meter bridge. So always when it is by deflection method, then result is not effective due to wrong calibration of meter, because we are checking where it is coming, whether it is calibrated wrong or right. Wherever it comes, same deflection will measure two cases. So correct option is B. B will be correct option in that case. Now I am solving short answers from page number 292 because many questions have been asked in the exam. And then I am coming to numerical after this. First, the short answer of one type, 1 mark type. The one which have been asked in the exam that I am doing. First one, a resistor R is connected to a cell of EMF E. A resistor R is connected to the cell of EMF E having internal resistance R. Potential across this is found to be V. Then state the relation between E, V, small r, capital R. So current here will be I. So I can say E equals to I into capital R plus I into small r. Therefore, E equals to V plus I into small r. This is the required relation. Relation between E, V, I, R. This is the correct relation. Followed first one?
Yes.
Okay. Then all the fourth one, see. Fourth one. Find the EMF of cell as shown in the figure. Orally you can tell. This is 1, this is 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. What is total voltage? All are in series?
6.
6. And 6 in parallel. What is result?
6.
Again 6. 6 volt is the answer. This is the answer. Next one is again oral. 4, 4, 8. 8, 8 in parallel. 8. Fifth one. Name two conservation law applied in Kirchhoff's law. What are two conservation law? In Kirchhoff's current law, law of conservation of charge is used. In Kirchhoff's current law, law of conservation of charge is used. And in Kirchhoff's voltage law, law of conservation of energy is used. Same, which conservation is involved in Kirchhoff's first law? Conservation of charge. Which is involved in second law? Conservation of energy. Fifth and sixth, done. Fifth, sixth, seventh, all are similar. Then 11th one. In the figure, the value of resistance X between point A and B, between find the value of X for which point A and B are at same potential. Just take 1 minute, see whether you can get this. This is 2 volt. Three ohms, 6 ohm, A, B, 5 ohm, X ohm. Find the X. Find X if A and B are at same potential. Can you tell answer how to get A and B are same potential means balanced or unbalanced?
Balanced.
Balanced means product remains same, na? opposite arm wala. So
Yeah.
since it is balanced bridge, therefore,
So it'll be 10
yeah, correct,
because
correct.
30 by 3.
So 3x will be 5 into 6, that is 3x equal to 30, x equal to 10. 13. After 11th, I am doing 13th. Why is potentiometer preferred? Very important question. Why we take potentiometer over voltmeter while measuring the cell? Potentiometer measures potential difference. Voltmeter measures potential difference. Whereas in case of potentiometer, no current is drawn from the cell, measures the EMF, so it is preferred. Hello? In voltmeter, always
Yes, sir.
current. So this you can get it from that answer given, 14. A 10-meter long potentiometer wire. I'm just drawing rough diagram. A 10-meter long potentiometer wire carries a steady current, means constant current. Standard cell, this is potentiometer wire. Standard cell of EMF 1.0818 volt is balanced at length of 2.545 meter. What is potential gradient across the wire? Since balancing cell E1 is KL1 in potentiometer, so 1.018 is K into 2.545. So K is 1.018, 2.545. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this part follows 1.018, 2.545.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, K is approximately, you can write 1 upon 2.5 volt per meter, which will become 10 upon 25, 5 into 2, 5 into 5 volt per meter, 0.4 volt per meter. Done. Done? 14?
Yeah.
Okay, 15th one. See, other than balance given, I will call that cell as E in potentiometer. Balance given, then even. Sum number 15. In a potentiometer experiment, balancing length means L1, is 120 for cell of EMF E1 of 2 volt. What will be balancing length means L2 for another cell of EMF 1.5 volt. No other changes are made in experiment. So we know for same potentiometer wire, E1 upon E2 is L1 by L2. So 2 upon 1.5 is 120 upon L2. Therefore, L2 is 1.5 into 120 upon 2, 2 into 60. L2 equals to 15 into 6 is 90 centimeter. Any doubt in the sum?
No.
Okay, do. Done, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, next, see, some number 16, that is oral. Which device is used for finding internal resistance of cell? Potentiometer is used to find internal resistance. 17, figure shows the electrical circuit. Find I in each case. So this is point where current 5 ampere, 7 ampere, 3 ampere, 2 ampere are as shown. This is I. We have to find what is I. All entering currents are taken as what? Positive or negative? If I call this junction as point P, entering currents are taken as what? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. By Kirchhoff's current law, at junction P, 5 is entering, 7 is entering, 3 is entering, 2 is entering, and I is leaving. So minus I is 0. 5 plus 7, 12, 12 and 3, 15, 15 and 2, 17, 2, 5, 8, 12. Sorry, 3 is kept out one. This way it is. So minus 3, 2, 5, 7. 7, 5, 12. 12 into 14, 14 minus 3 is 11, minus I is 0, therefore I equal to 11 ampere. This is Kirchhoff's current law. It same B figure, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, here it is I, 4 ampere, 1.5 ampere, 2.5 ampere. We have to find what is I. Say 2 comes here, 3 comes here. Total it becomes how much? 5. Okay.
Yeah.
From 5, 4 goes here. What will be I? 1 ampere or not? So it is just addition, subtraction. I is 1. Follow now. 5 coming, 4 goes here, 1 will go on this side.
Yeah.
So I equal to 1 ampere. 18th. A wire of uniform cross section has length L and resistance 16. It is cut into 4 equal parts. There is one wire whose resistance is 16, length is L, cut into 4 parts. So what will be each part's resistance? Can you tell? 4, 4, 4, 4 or not? All will be equal, 4, 4, 4. Each part is then stretched uniformly to length L and all the 4 parts are connected in parallel. Calculate total resistance of the combination. So this is first cut before stretching, it is 4. When stretched to make length L, then R1 upon R2 means R old upon R new, or I can say R1 dash for first wire, will be L1 upon L2 the whole square. Correct? First total length is L, then cut into 4 part, each length L by 4. Then you are stretching it up to length L. After stretching all the 4, we connect them in parallel. So what is total resistance of this combination? So by cutting into 4 part, each is 4, 4, 4. By stretching up to length L, the resistances of each will become, first it is L by 4, then stretched up to length L. So this L will get cancelled. So you will get R1 upon R1 dash is 1 by 16. That means R1 dash is equals to 16 ohm. So all the 4 will become 16, 16, 16 and then they are connected in parallel. Therefore R1 dash is R2 dash is R3 dash is R4 dash, after stretching all become 16 ohm. So R in parallel of all these 4 is 1 by 16, 1 by 16, 1 by 16, 1 by 16. ये R1 कितना था? 4. It was 64. This is 4. So it will become 64. 64 ohms each. All are 64, 64, 64, 64. So 1 upon R in parallel will be 4 upon 64. That means R in parallel will be 64 upon 4 equal to 16. Clear?
Yeah.
Right. Good sum. First 16 cut into 4 part, 4, 4, 4, stretched up to length becomes L. So again it will become 4 times of the original. Can I clear this?
Yeah.
19th, a resistance of 4 ohm is bent in the form of circle. A resistance of 4 ohm is bent in the form of circle. Sum number 19. Find the effective resistance between end of diameter. So line passing through center will become end of diameter. We want effective resistance. That means upper half, lower half are equal or unequal? Yes. Total resistance is 4 ohm. Upper half, lower half are same or different? Total is 4, upper half 2, lower half 2. Now, how they are connected? Can you imagine? Series or parallel? Between A, upper resistance I have shown 2, lower resistance I have shown 2. Between A and B. This is which mode of connection? Series or parallel? Yes, series or parallel?
Parallel.
Parallel. So 1 upon R equivalent is parallel of 2, 2, which is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2, 2 upon 2, 1 upon 2. So R equivalent will be 1 ohm. R equivalent 1 ohm. Done?
Yeah.
20th. The figure shows the variation of potential difference against length for two potentiometers X and Y. See, whenever you see two graphs, this is the rule. Whenever two graph or variation is seen, check meaning of slope always. In this case, slope is V upon L or not? Slope means Y upon X, that is V upon L. What is V by L? Called as potential gradient.
Yeah.
Now they are asking which one you will prefer for comparing EMF of two cell and Y. For comparing, we require E1 is KL1. We require K. So which we will prefer and why? That is what the question is. Whose potential gradient is small? Y or X? Which is small?
Why?
Why? Because angle is small. So we will prefer that wire whose potential gradient is small so that balancing length will be appropriate. If potential gradient is very large, तो ये length बहुत नजदीक आएगा, error होने का chance है. So answer will be we will prefer Y because its potential gradient is small. Potential gradient generally we prefer small wala wire. Right, 12, 20, then I'm explaining you 21 also. Aditya, you didn't give any 1 day extra. I told please give 1 day extra for only you.
We decided Thursday, right?
Thursday we have fixed that date.
We didn't fix anything. You said you were gonna say when is it possible?
No, for me, you tell me Thursday when you are free. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Tomorrow I will have to study for my CT.
So,
As you know my class tests are going on. I informed you about that, right?
huh? But you told me that you're telling the time.
Sorry.
Any day it is possible, just check.
Yeah, but, actually my class tests are going on, right? So most probably this and next week won't be possible.
Whenever it is possible, no, I require just 2 hours. Just tell me.
Okay.
Sunday will also
Okay.
do, Saturday will do, Friday will do. Until 12 o'clock I can teach. 12 o'clock night.
Okay.
You tell me your timing, huh?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No problem. See, you should get the mark. What else?
Yeah, but for our CT, they canceled 2 chapters because of the reduced syllabus.
I saw that reduced syllabus. Few things are subject topic wise also they have reduced.
Yeah,
In
many of
electrostatic,
things
all dielectric is removed, which we had not done.
yeah, I will have to check that too. I haven't canceled anything from my test.
I have got that syllabus with me. So when we start
No, I
revising,
also have the syllabus. I just haven't gone through what exactly stuff that has been cancelled, and I haven't done the marking in my test book.
no problem.
Otherwise,
After your exam, you do that.
no, actually they are not asking the reduced stuff, so I will have to cancel so that I don't study extra stuff and waste my time on things that are cancelled. So I will have to do it today.
No, I am telling the chapters which are there in the exam, you take that, huh? In your unit test now. And
Yeah, there were 4 chapters early, but as the reduced scope of syllabus came before the CT exam, there will be only 2 chapters, 7th and 8th, and there are cancellations in that as well. So I will have to cancel those parts.
No problem. Do it whenever you get time and give me time. As I said, till 12 o'clock night I can teach.
Yeah, sure.
Now sum number 21. A part of electrical circuit is shown in the figure. B, A, current 5 ampere is entering at A, getting divided into 3 ampere and 2 ampere. This is 6 ohm, 2 ohms, 4 ohm. This current 2 comes here and flows through this circuit. Find the current I flowing through 4 ohm resistor. Current I flowing through 4 ohm resistor. This I they are telling we don't know. Is it closed circuit? A, B, C and back to A. Is it closed? From A if I start, A,
Yeah.
B, closed circuit. So can I use Kirchhoff's voltage law? By Kirchhoff's
Yeah.
voltage law, or we can say applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to loop, applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to loop A, B, C, A we get. A to B, current is how much? Is it 3? Current is 3 from A to B,
Yeah.
and resistance is 2.
Yeah.
And we are traveling in the direction of current. So I can take it as minus. B to C minus 4I. C to D plus 6 into 2. Total is 0. So minus 6 minus 4I is minus 12. Therefore, minus 4I will be equals to minus 12 minus 6. Minus 12 plus 6. So minus 4I is minus 6. Therefore, I will be 6 by 4, which is 1.5 ampere. This is the answer. After this, I am doing numericals. First, I am doing last sum 45 wala. Complete this. हेलो हाँ वो अभी तक ओपन किया नहीं आया लेकिन देखिए हम 16 ही है या 5 21 22 इसमें दिया मैं देखता हूँ कितना भेजा था याद नहीं है एक दो रह गया रहेगा तो कल दे देता ना ठीक है हाँ करो ना हाँ नहीं मेरे को नहीं हो पाएगा बेमतलब तो वापस बोल के मतलब नहीं Done? 21.
Yeah.
Come to page number 301, sum number 45. Potentiometer while I am doing because they can ask this you in the exam. A cell of EMF 1.25 volt balances at 35 centimeter of potentiometer wire. For another cell, the balance point shifts to 63 centimeter. What is EMF of that cell? So first cell EMF E1, length L1, EMF length L2, EMF E2 we want. Since E1 upon E2 is L1 upon L2. So 1.25 upon E2 is 35 upon 63. 7 into 5, 7 into 9, 63. E2 is 1.25 into 9 upon 5. That is 5 into 0.5 into 2 is 10. 5 into 9. Therefore, E2 will be 2.25 volt. Clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. Completed?
Yeah.
So that's all for today. We'll meet again Friday as usual. And only Aditya, you have to find out the time.